Salut.
Hey, Ngo, how are you?
Ça va bien?
Ça va bien?
Yeah.
On parle français? Non.
No. Just for English.
Okay, I'm ready.
Today, I'm so excited to be here with the best agent from best agency in the world. We will dive into what it really takes to be discovered and nurture success in the modern industry from the agent perspective. Are you ready?
Yes.
First of all, I just want to talk about you. How did you start working in model agency?
I was always really attracted by photography. I was following like a lot of photographers at that time, magazine. We didn't have like social media when I started this business, like the Vogue and all of them, you know, and watching all the work of photographers. And that gave me the idea of trying to approach some model agency at that time. I was 18. I knew no one in the business. I was not speaking English. I said, okay, let's try. I was asking for like an internship to learn to be like an assistant. And that's the way I started in the industry. It was like 30 years ago.
30 years ago. So you've been
Yes.
here for 30 years experience.
30 years experience in the business, yes.
Wow. It's kind of legendary of the agents. You still love to working here?
Yes, I'm still passionate about driving some career and discovering some new faces and new boys to help them grow in this industry.
Nice. What has been the most memorizable discovery or experience so far?
I think it's about like life experience, new faces, and help them to go through the fashion industry, going and helping them as well to go through fashion and real life, you know, are crossing each other. And you start to work with someone who's brand new, have no clue about the business, like your career, and you see the boys
like me.
growing, you know, step by step and follow the right path. We are crossing each other because it's a teamwork in the team and between with you. I think that is the most successful achievement I can have in this business is really helping, you know, guys to actually change their lives.
That things make you like happiness or
Yes, it's working with a human being. After working, of course, with clients, with like the best client, the best photographers. I have to say that my team is really important. I'm not doing it by myself. We're working with a team. It takes time to have like the right person sitting at the table all together. And I think when you have all those good energy, that helps, you know, to bring that energy to the new faces, grow all together in this business.
they are just keep move the agency, right? So you're not obsessing about it.
Yes, it happens. I mean, in my career, you know, I've been working in a few different agencies. I was with like some team and the team sometimes changed. I am with Elite since 11 years.
11 years.
We opened the men's board 11 years ago. When you want to grow in this business, of course, you want to experience a new adventure somewhere, you know, in other agencies. The team who's on right now working all together, we're all getting along. We all, I think, human beings. We're all close to the models and we all care about them wellness and about the business. For me, it's really the basis, you know, to be around you and to help you growing in this industry, and that's one of the big goals.
I'm very happy to hear that, like that kind of experience.
I think Elite is kind of a family too, you know. We have that to the women's division as well. All the agents are working together for like many years. You have some agents who are here since 25 years from at the women's board. So that's a proof of do you have like the right atmosphere, places where you feel comfortable to work? You're traveling all over the world, but we are coming to the office every day and it's a big part of our lives. We are spending more time from our lives at the office than outside. So you need to have the best atmosphere, the best environment, you know, with the people you work with. And for me, it's really important to be proud, to walk every morning at the office, you know. It's a really stressful work. We are challenging like a lot of things every day and fighting for money-wise. We're always, you know, fighting to get the best for the models. And when you succeed and when you are going in this way and when things happen in the right way with the right person for the right career, yes, you feel good. You feel good about it.
When I just back in Paris, every single time I can feel like very proud
Mm-hmm.
The next question will be about model.
Mm-hmm.
What makes a model stand out to you? Yeah, when you get some feeling, the vibe.
Yes,
So what things make you stand out?
right now we are working on the contest, elite contest all over France. So we do have like castings. We have an agreement with Les Galeries Lafayette. So we are going all over France, and all the agents are splitting every Wednesday and Saturday to be a part of it. So you have all those young guys and girls who are coming to present themselves. So sometimes they can be shy. Of course, it's the first time, and elite is a big name. So you can feel, yes, you can be a little bit nervous. And like choosing, it's about the vibes. It's about height, presenting yourself, I have to say, physically. But after, you need to feel like the person is really interesting about being a model without knowing what's like the condition and what's the way of being a model, because that you are learning this, I have to say, mostly every day when you start to go on castings. So for us, it's about, yes, the height. Of course, you have like a certain height to have for models, to have like good energy, the good vibes, and you need to be as well a little bit detached. Some of the models, when they really want to be a model, you want to give all your good energy and everything, but sometimes when you are too focused, it's like eating a little bit on your life. It's like you're only thinking about modeling. Okay, it's a job, because the job is about your face. Because you need to be on the top of it every day. When you go to a casting, you have to be in the best condition, as you say, for the skin, for the way you are wearing clothes, for young boys, to find themselves, in this business. They need to understand that a part of the work is us, of course. We are like helping them and provide work, behind them career and them starting. It's a teamwork, that's for sure. You have to be always polite, always on time. You have like certain rules that you really need to be focused on it to start to build a career and to go step by step. And each time when we start to work with like really beginners, we always tell them, don't be shy to ask any question, because for us, it's obvious we're in this business for many years with the teams, but for a beginner, when you just walk at the office, you're learning, and you've been chosen by Elite to be a model with Elite. You don't know how it works, you don't have like the rules, you to ask questions to your agents all the time, why I have to do this, I don't understand, explain me, and that's really important,
Communication and
keep the communication, don't be shy, and
that's good.
Day by day, Most of the guys who are really succeed in this business, they're here doing them work, but mentally they have as well something else on the side. You need to feed yourself for fashion with other things to help you, I think, to grow in this business. If you are only focused in the fashion, okay, it's good, but all the experience you're gonna get traveling, meeting photographers, meeting stylists, meeting like different people all over the world, that helps you to grow in this business, and it's a fabulous experience.
Nice. That's very like long answer. This is very important things.
Yes.
So I agree with that. So I have like more 10 questions.
Okay.
So maybe you already answered some of the questions.
Okay.
Okay, so this might be just the same question like before. So how do you recognize the potential in models for growth?
You can see the potential when someone is walking through the office. This is our job, so we know, the faces, what kind of the clients is requesting, so we know the new faces they are looking for. After is the photogenic. You don't know if a model is photogenic or not when you first meet him. And when we start to make Pola at the agency, when we have like brand new faces coming, you can see already on the Pola the potential. When we organize like testing with like photographers, when the model really feels comfortable and is really photogenic, you can see right away. When you get the first return from a test, when we are all agree potential of a new model, you can see right away that the potential is there.
So it's mean like you leading the trend, how they looks like the portrait.
Photogenically, after it's like
Mhm.
for us, you can see the potential in real when you meet a
Mhm.
model. There is like something's going on, with the
Oh.
camera, and from there we can start.
Okay, there's no exactly answer there, right? This is like just a 30 years experience.
You recognize, I mean.
You recognize,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
recognize that from experience.
Exactly. Mhm.
Okay. Okay, the next question is, so what are some common challenges the model face as they grow, and what advice do you give them?
Challenges is your career start to grow. You need to be focused. You need to have a healthy life, physically, mentally. The main thing, for the models. We had like the COVID, and we had like a rough time. I
Yes.
mean, we've been through something completely insane. The main thing of our business is the traveling, so everything stopped. Almost 2 years, so that was really challenging.
I have like couple times of the challenging moment.
Voilà. Remember the photographer you're working with. Remember, like the stylist. Say bonjour to everyone each morning when you come to a set.
Nice.
Be nice, always being polite. The team you are going to work with. The vitrine. This is like the way, people seeing you. Great impression you're going to give on the set. The top model from yesterday and
Right.
today. They always, have the rules of if you want to continue and to compete in this industry. I think it's a structure that you need to have from the beginning, and remember who you work with. If you go to an event or somewhere, if you're crossing a photographer, you need to remember who you work with and for how, and starting to build like your contact. We are proposing you to many of like different clients, and after you start to build your own contact as well, to grow in this business. That's really important.
I must remember that like doesn't speak any of English, just mannequin. In this day, I can just a little communication with. I feel like quite different between my beginning
Of
times.
course. Because people can understand you, you can present yourself, you can exchange with them, and it's all about human being, and it's all about exchange in our business. Of course, we are behind computers, we are emailing, we are Zooming, we're all in the virtual way of working now, but still, when you go to meet a client, if you go for a casting for during the fashion week or outside of the fashion week, we're doing 50% of the work, but you do the rest of the work, which is presenting yourself. The competition is hard, but you have like few seconds, few minutes to. That's the way the client's remembering. So if you are like in the best way, the best look, the best condition.
Sometimes when I know about like him or her, just feel like I'm worried or some shy. How I can be a nice personality. If I say something wrong, so I say something silly. Sometimes I just couldn't mention any of the things, even I can speak English. Like when I see Anna Wintour, this guy's too top or too popular.
I think you just have to be yourself. Someone really famous and normal people.
It is.
For me, it's the same. I don't put like levels. I think you need to step back. It's a business. You can deal with like really important people, of course, and all the business is the same. You always have like a level. At the end of the day, is a human being and it's energy. We are not saving life. We are in like a fashion world. A lot of people are really dreaming about this.
That dreaming makes me nervous.
Keep the way you are. You don't change yourself because you feel like it's really important, and just stay normal and be the way you are.
I wish I have to more grow and stronger.
Voilà. But that's gonna come for sure.
Okay, thank you. So, what's the best way the model join the agency?
I think you need to propose yourself. You just send an email with your picture. It's easy to find, online, find the agency. You have like an email where you can submit your profile. You go to the contest, the castings we are doing. For the French, of course, but we do have like the casting in all the countries, in Europe, everywhere, and you can present yourself. Anyone can have his chance.
So you recommend email or contest?
Email or the contest, yes.
Okay, good, great. What are some mistakes you think new models should avoid?
Time.
Don't late.
This is really important. the way of presenting yourself, which is like with the clothing, smell good, well dressed. As I say, you have few minutes to clients think of you for like them advertising or for the shows, or so give the best of yourself. That's really important.
That's what I did everything. Using the perfume, nice dress.
Yes, I think it's not only in this business, in any kind of business, when you have like really important appointments in your life. First of all, you need to have the good energy at the right time, at the right moment. The best way to show that you care about the person who's in front of you and you really want to succeed, that's really important too.
Right, human being.
Exactly.
And then nice. I want to close with the nice guy.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. Okay, the next, we almost done. This is maybe just the same question that like mindset and preparing when meeting a client for the first time.
We are not throwing like guys without explaining what kind of client, for what kind of job. That's important for you to have all the tools on your hands. I think our jobs is to give you and to prepare you with all those tools.
For example, I remember that when I get a casting, who is the client and who is the casting director? For example, when I sing like Saint Laurent or Celine, I prepare some skinny or slim fit. If I have to go Hermes or Louis Vuitton, just a different style of this.
Definitely, when you have to use for the special clients, having like a model meeting for the first time, a photographer who's working for a magazine, I invite the models. I send the link to photographer's work.
Yes.
To help the model, to project himself like, okay, what kind of style he's doing, to be prepared, to prepare yourself before, as a meeting you're gonna have for a company. If you want to work in a special company, you know what they're doing and what they are looking for and which direction they want to go. I think it's the same for a model.
Oh, what kind of type in elite? In general, do you prefer gorgeous or sexy, very like model pace?
All different type of proposals, because we have like many different requests from clients. It can be from like 18 years old till 50 years old,
50 years old.
We have a model who's actually 60. He's working really well, he's an actor, he's a writer, really an actor look. And diversity, because we a lot of from many different countries. You need to have all those kind of proposals to the clients. You need to be able to answer to most of the requests. There is not only one typical look from the elite guy,
Variety style.
Yes, handsome, yes, because most of the boys, I have to say that, really charismatic and beauty.
I agree with that. So that's why I'm here.
Voilà, you have the answer. Charismatic and beauty.
Oh. Okay. Next. Okay, so this is like a small question. So it's gonna be the last question about model. For casting or meeting, like models wearing like black, simple outfit or on their style.
If I give you an example for the shows, as you say, like casual, no brands really. If you want to work for one brand, the more casual you're going to present yourself, like a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt, like a normal jeans. I think the more easy it is for the clients to project themselves, okay, I can see him in this way or this way, and not too complicated. It needs to be really simple. When we are doing the pola, the office, or it's a white t-shirt or a black t-shirt or jeans, and simple.
Sometimes wearing like very stylish going to a meeting, but I'm never wearing logo.
Voilà, exactly. Yeah. If you go to see a specific brand and if you are wearing like a competitor logo of another one, I think it's better to be like just simple and
What's the been most rewarding moment in your career?
Fashion Week is like big moment, for the team. We have a lot of adrenaline, a lot of stress, of course. Before everything starts is really intense for all of us, but seeing the model succeed and walking best designers in Paris, really good about that. And after, I had few moments in my careers as well, which many of them in working closely with like casting directors. When you feel that connection with your clients and when you know exactly what they are looking for and you are finding the right person for the right job, you feel like yes, you've been doing your job in the right way, because sometimes it can be a long work. Specific clients can take a few months before you find the right model for the right client. When you get the confirmation when it works, you fight for the money, you fight for everything, you know, and when finally things happening, well, you feel good about that.
Oh, people normally know about the French people. It's not really like war, but I can see you working even evening or like during midnight. Amazing to hear that about your rewarding.
We are fighting for that every day. Get to have the guys getting the jobs, best job with the best clients. Challenging, you know, for us every day, but when you succeed, it's good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Do you see yourself continue as agent for long term?
It's all my life, actually. I've been starting to work in this business when I was 18. For me, it's important. It's to give my perception and the learn that I get in this business to make the transmission. The new agents with like the junior agents, the other ones working around the table. It's all about like giving and learning and helping the new generation to learn this business in the best way. Yeah. Even though if a lot of way of work change compared to when I first started in this business, and I think the transmission is really why it's really important. Voilà.
This is a real last question. What's to bring you most happiness in this day? The most happiness? In this day.
I have my family.
The family.
I have my husband, I have my kids. They're healthy and they're building their life right now. They are not in the fashion industry. I think for me, what helps me to keep myself focused is to have on the side my family, my husband, my kids, and a safe place, you know, outside of the fashion industry, growing and having my kids and help them growing during all those years. And sometimes it has been tough when you have like little children. Sometimes it can be rough to be in this business, and I think the balance of keeping yourself right mindset and focus in this industry is to have something really stable on the side. I know this stability helps me. The approach that I have with the models, being a mom on the side and having my husband, we are going to celebrate our 30 years wedding this year.
Oh, really? Is it this year?
This year. It's really successful for me, and I think that brings me strength for my job.
Only congratulations.
Oh, it's going to be
amazing.
Voilà.
Our question is done. So, what's your advice would you give to some who dreaming about become modeling?
Just go for it. Don't judge yourself. If you don't try in life, it needs to come from you and not like other person. When you have like the feeling like, okay, I want to give a try, and just go.
Nice. Because I did.
It's exactly that.
I just knocked the door, bring some appropriate card. I couldn't speak any of English, just using the Google Translate. And then I want to work. I'd like to meeting with you.
And that's the way it works. You push yourself, you were shy, you were not talking the languages. It was difficult, you know. What do I lose? I mean, I'll try and you'll see, you know, it works, and if it doesn't work, that's the way it is.
Every single time I'd like to say like thanks again.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, very appreciate to having me. When I was joined here, Jordan was here. You text me, you having me.
Yes. Starting a beginning, and voila, here you are right now. So the road was like it's meant to be like this way, but you did knock at the door and you did try. You're just like, okay, but go.
Would you like to say any of things like as you like?
I think we've been mostly talking about everything. The team, which is important. We're really getting it all together. That's the key. I think I'm still happy to be with Elite and glad that the agency is successful and for more and more many years.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you for having your time. Thank you for giving time.
You're welcome.
Happy to interview with you. And I was so nervous. I'm still nervous.
No, it's okay. You see, it went really well, so no problem.
Thank you very much. I was kept leading and trying to memorize everything, but when I just into this door,
you feel too much. Well, you did it well, and everything went all good.
Merci beaucoup.
You're
It's
welcome.
very-
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
네. Was Jordan.
Bye.